Oh, righty here. So, um, yeah, let's just get to the point and let's put the points in. Okay, so I decided, you know what? Might as well give the points a shot on this. And if not, then there's always a Nova chip. But I really want to try to get points for this to work just for the sake of. So I tore it out of another side cover I had looking at them, and the points on these are in really good shape. They don't look like they've ever actually been filed down or anything. So no burning, no pitting. That's on the inside of them here. So yeah, I'll lean a little closer. Just you as needed, but the points themselves look great. They don't look wore down or nothing. Right there, they look awesome. Anybody know what this is actually made out of? I tried looking that up. I mean, and I just couldn't find anything on what that surface is made of. So if you know, let me know in the comments, please. That's just something that you just kind of lay up at night like, what is that made of? And then you pass out. So, hopefully I don't block off you guys too much here from this. So, kind of just took the setup out. I got a head, bolted this side cover on for now. I got to take these out or whatever for when it comes to putting the dust cover on there and stuff like that. So, got the dust cover, got the hold down clamps and stuff. I put this on, everybody turns nice and smooth, no noises or anything like that, so absolutely awesome positive and everything. I figured I could do that off camera without you guys getting too mad. It was just simple, push it down on, tap it lightly with a little bit of a hammer action, not metal. Hey Bill, just a light tappy. And then after the screws can get down into it, then we can drive the screws with little by little all the way around to get it nice and push down perfectly. So it's also how you pull it off too, is you use a puller and then it hooks to this and out, but we all have our different ways. So all right, I kind of got it laid out here on the table of everything and whatnot, so we'll go ahead. I haven't tested any of the condenser or anything like that, so maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. And this is a new old stock side cover. So it had never had anything. Oh, that's what it's taken out of the other cover. What do I do with that? Very important to make sure you isolate any metal parts from metal. That little piece right inside there. That is super important. That is an absolute must. And of course it fits in there a certain way. And when it popped out on me there, it rotated and there we go. So, there we go. Got that problem with my arm is always in the way, so kind of and this has got a plastic insulator, and then this is all plastic to keep anybody or anything grounding out to each other, to the body. Gotta cinch you up all the way. Because now the points go in. And how this works, how these open and close, there's a lobe on the crankshaft here, and acts as the cam too. And you'll see it here. See how there's a height difference between this bottom here, the bottom here and there. This is when it opens up the points to cause ignition based on the position of everybody and everything. So you'll see that right here, and there's some grease here from installation. That that opens and closes as it rotates, and that sets your timing and everything along with the flywheel. And so I basically points to me. I know how they work. It's just easier to, if you read up on them or anything like that, it's one of them things, I guess. I don't know. So slide this down here. Maybe we'll get ignition. I don't like the flywheel that I have. It doesn't have the dog teeth on it anyway, so I may have to go rob one from a parts saw outside. It's got a good spring action on it. That's good. So we got to hold down back here. I know you go back here because I took you out of the other cover. How exactly? Don't ask me. Reach over, you guys. Oh, just like that. Would you look at that? And there's also timing procedures and stuff like that on how to do that and everything on these. And we'll leave that loose for adjustment so we can adjust the points as needed. Opening and closing. See that back there? So that's just like a hold down. So we'll get her close for a little resistance. So there we go. We got a good resistance right there, and we can set the timing and everything. And there's a special tool for it. You can do that and everything, ohm meters and everything. I've got the tool to be able to do 790s and SP125s and stuff like that, and I'll show that to you here in a little bit. And we're going to try to do it by how the book says or whatever and get stupid close on this and stuff. I've never done it like that. I've just kind of one of those, hey, we had spark and everything is always ran, but you can fine-tune these opening and closing and everything, and that's what you want. Because my plan is to not run a decompression on this. You should be able to start this. You get it fueled over and done correctly, and when you pull it over the correct procedure, the piston after top dead center, and it's going to be coming on the downstroke, that's when you give the pull to give the most momentum. Combined with proper timing and fuel, she'll fire right up, along with using a wide open throttle. That will help you a lot. Easier done than said, I guess. If a guy can say that, right? And all these screw holes are nice and tight, because this is a new old stock cover, so it's never had anything installed before. Everybody's really nice and tight. So we'll get everybody put together here. We'll just kind of haphazard all this together here real quick, and then we'll try to set our timing. And that's how you adjust it right there with the points. They'll be open, and then you adjust this back one right here for your gap. So. And your gap also, how much it opens, but your tightness and stuff, it also depends on stuff. And guys back in the day would adjust things, like make stiffer springs by bending this. This is your spring right here that allows it to move back. So that's what wrote on the cam. It pressed down, open, 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 and then you had your gap and stuff. So. All right, so now the special order of these. Magnetic screwdrivers are really nice in some situations. In some. See? Like that. Wants to bite me. Nope. Go over. Blah on you. And the hardware is just big enough to annoy you. Just big enough to annoy you. They did just enough to get by with things working. I might have to go get my points set up for... Ooh, it's a strong magnet. Hold on, where's my screwdriver? Huh, that ain't enough to do the job. All I gotta do is get the nut started. And I'm not left-handed whatsoever. And I'm trying to do this with the left hand. Trying to keep it to where you guys can see. I was debating on when to do the ignition. But I'm kind of just sitting here looking like, you know what? We'll just do the ignition now. I've done this on a truck bed tailgate before on the 790, which I never did make a video on it after I found out what the problem was. It was a bad spark plug causing intermittent spark, and I never, after that, fired it back up to test everything. So I still kind of feel bad for that saw. Got the 795 out there. But that old girl, I just never, I don't know what it was. Saved it for 60 bucks from being a lawn ornament. And you don't want all of this falling apart, causing problems inside your freshly built, rebuilt, whatever saw. So there we go. Everybody looks happy. And in there, we got our hold down. Back it up a little. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like, please. It really does help the channel. Let's YouTube know. Slowly going up subscribers, and I thank you all very much. Anything you want to see me do from, defer this, let me know. So I don't overdo it or do something or whatever, overshadow or, the whole shebang. Get that off of the opening cycle there. We'll have to mount the coil still and everything, get a flywheel from outside, but details. I'll put this little clip on last. It goes right here. And of course it's like haphazard broke. Yeah, haphazard works. I gotta fix it. Getting it off the other saw. Just some cruddy hold down clip to keep it out of the flywheel and ruining your day. You can hear my kid being rowdy. Normal 8-year-old daughter, child, something like that. So, all right, that's back to good. So, alrighty, condenser. This has to be grounded. This must be a grounded item. Guess I should have cleaned that first. Looks like Douglas fir. Clean engine, blows dirt. There you go. That sounds about right. So condenser must be grounded out in order for you to have ignition. doing all this before the wife has to come home and do her schoolwork. So watched Rich earlier, Chainsaw Guy, on his live feed. I quite enjoy that. Answers questions. He doesn't. I don't think he answers anything while you're in the comments while he's live, but you never know how things can change, right? So, pretty good guy, very knowledgeable. He just started doing like live video Saturday noon, my time, 9 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard, I think it is. So you definitely want to check him out. Send him a question, and he may answer it. I need to go get a part saw, flywheel, and a nut so we can rotate this thing. Oh, wait, we got to put the coil on. Let me dig for it, and then we'll be right back. Oh, wait. No, I already did that. Duh. Well, let me go see if I can find a flywheel and stuff, and I'll be back. So we've got our donor saw, which is a McCulloch 300. Unfortunately, the engine is no good at it. So we're going to gingerly take this flywheel off and use it for our Super Pro. And along with the nut here, and she just, unfortunately, some of them just aren't worth bringing back to life. But this one, I think it has an automatic oiler in it, so I might be able to use it. So without further ado, we're going to just gently get this off there. Go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I had to swap those old points out. The first set I was using, they're binding up for some reason. Like when you put everything in, and then you get the points set, things would change, and then when you rotated it, it wouldn't, well, things wouldn't close, open and close. So I put the other set in, and we've got opening and closing. See? And I got them set. So I don't know what it was. That set just was not having a good day. So, is what it is on some stuff, right? So hopefully we've got that settled. I gotta get the keyway off of the other one. I gotta get the keyway off the donor, get the coil mounted, and then do an, in quotes, timing procedure. So I'll look that up and then I'll explain it to you after I read it, or we'll just read it together. We all like reading time. Okay, so I've been tracking, running around, everything. Had to replace a part in here because it was grounding out, so it was causing issues. Now we're on to this timing procedure, and according to the book, I'm using the 790 because this is a 790 coil setup and everything and whatnot. It's not an actual Super Pro 125 engine, so, but they look like they're pretty much about the same when it comes to things, but it is what it is, right? So 790 and everything. You see how the timing's slightly different from up above and stuff. This tool's got some play in it, and that is a McCulloch keyway. Yeah, wood rough key. So, oh yeah, I took it off. So it's gonna beep, beeps, and then it stops. And it says within a 32nd of the trailing edge of the center laminate to stop and break begin. And that looks like that's where it's happening here. So within some terrible tolerance of this tool. So they're open, closed, open, closed. So you see, is that arcing? It is. That's where the electricity for this is coming from. It's literally arcing right there to the coil. Yeah, of course, this thing won't show. You'll never see it on that. But I'm sitting here like, what is that? That's where it's arcing for grounding. So, but anyways, so it looks like these things are timed properly. The 125 engine is going to be slightly different. It puts the mark way down further, and things are going to be way off. So, well, not way down, but you got this is, like I say, this is the tool, the 250 series, SP125, and then you got your Mac 10 series for timing, 790 series. First time I've ever used this. I wonder how well it matches up with the 250. Whew, way off. Yeah. Condenser or something. Yeah, it's arcing, so. Yeah, condenser's building something up and it's arcing to that. So, all right. So I think we're within time here. I'll play a little bit more around it and everything, but I think the points are set up. So let me get the flywheel tossed on here and we'll see if we have ignition. I say that like, you know, not very optimistic. So, all right, the tools are starting to overwhelm me here. But now the flywheel to coil air gap. I've gone over many of times. We're at a 10 here. Well, yeah. Oh, wait, that's metric. I don't know. Now it's wearing off is what it's doing. But yeah, 0.010. It's made of brass so that it doesn't magnetize and stick to these. Just snug that one up. Get in the other one over here. Everybody's snug. Everybody's happy. So that could be coming off here again in the future. So now if I toss a nut on here, and the washer, I gotta find a spark plug. We'll see if we've got spark or not. Optimistic. All right, so that is very loosely bolted on, just enough to test because we still got to put a dust shield and everything, but we've got to make sure everybody's happy before I do any final buttoning up and stuff like that. So I've got a spark plug, a brand new one put in there for testing. I think that's actually the size for this, so we may roll with that one. We've got the coil bolted up, some air gap, we've got timed, we've got it, the points gap installed, everything. I've actually spent about an hour diagnosing any problems and stuff because there was a grounding issue. But so we've gone through, done all that. So without further ado, let's hope we've got some spark. Let's kill a light here. Let's kill all the lights here. Make sure the drill's going the correct way. Counterclockwise, anti-clockwise, forward, whichever. So, all right. Oh man, a hot blue spark. Look at the reflection coming off of that for you guys. It doesn't show up every time for you because the camera's frame rate, so. But it is a nice hot blue spark, so that is good. And I lubed up the cylinder, so no need to worry about any scratching or anything. I make sure that stuff's good. So that is awesome. We are going to run this whole girl off of points and hope that it doesn't rip my left or right arm off, depending on which one pulls it first. So I think what we're going to do is call that a stop for here. So my brain is fried. I contacted Brian Genridge about gaskets because I can make my own, but I want to try to incorporate other people's stuff and everything into this. Since so many people have helped, I want his gaskets to be on this saw. So that's just something personal that I want to do. So I'm not going to go any further with this video. Maybe we can install a head next time and stuff. I need to plan out what all needs to do and everything. But other than that, all I can say is thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and thanks to all the people who are supporting and watching there for this. And some of you have said on Facebook, this is your dream build, and I'll tell you, this is definitely awesome to be doing right here, and you get the opportunity, do take it. Do take it. I mean, this is all pieced together. If you guys have been watching from an Instagram to here, all this is pieced together. So, say thanks for watching, and see you next time.